Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be Hairy Muppet, and we are going to be getting back into DreamHack Valencia. It's an awesome tournament, and this is going to be our second series of... my god, what is going on here? Why are both of these guys yellow? This is not good. Something has happened here, which I am not sure that I can fix, and all those guys are red, including GosWser, who is red, and yeah, GosWser is actually... whatever. Yellow, red, yellow. I don't know if we can actually change this. Not with this, because it's game heart and it's whatever. YugiOh down the bottom right side of the map, and he is going to be a yellow Zerg player. And yeah, he came through the round of 16 against Daishi, a Terran player, doing an absolutely awesome job. He had some Roach Ling Infester stuff going on, and he even did a very nice Ling push early on in the game versus Daishi, so great job from him. And on the top left side of the map, we do have the yellow Zerg player, GosWser. You can't see it behind that egg, but his name is GosWser. You can see it down the bottom left side actually, and yeah, he is going to be doing absolutely awesome. He is, yeah, he was actually facing off against Harstom, the Protoss player, and he did have a little bit of difficulty against Harstom, but he did win. And yeah, he was all over the place with the strategies, man, really all over the place. He had a Ling Ultra Infester combination, he had Roach Hydra plus Swarm Host combination. He had General Roach Hydra in the second game, but he actually lost that game, so we won't talk about that one. But yeah, alright. Okay, so here's the deal. GosWser is up the top left side, and he's also up the top side here. Now, that is what we are going to be focusing on here. So GosWser is up the top. It doesn't necessarily mean he's winning, but it does mean he's up the top. So, alright, done. Let's get it. Let's do it. I have no idea how to fix this. Yeah, if I try and change these, it's going to get rid of this, so that's going to screw it up even more. We're just going to go, and we're just going to deal with it. We've got a spawning pool coming up for GosWser. He's going to be play one up the top, and yeah, he's going to get his spawning pool a little bit faster than YugiOh. YugiOh's getting the gas, though, a little bit faster, so he may be thinking about a bit earlier Lings, or maybe just about some faster Roaches coming out. But yeah, GosWser definitely looking good. Looks like he's perhaps planning on putting some more workers out than YugiOh. Of course, this is confusing because GosWser is down the bottom and he's up the top over here. So we got to remember this is GosWser up the top here, but down the bottom here. So if things could be any more confusing, then I would have no idea what's going on. I barely have enough idea what's going on, and the disappearing buildings do not help. So here we go, GosWser. He's up the top left side. I just have to keep saying it to myself, because otherwise I am going to lose all of my sanity in this game. It's just going to go out the window. It's just going to go boop, and there goes my sanity, and we will just end up screaming blandly at the game with not completely nonsensical words, and it will make even less sense than normal. But yes, YugiOh is down the bottom right, and he is getting speed. That's it. It's right there at speed. He's also getting a Baneling Nest. So we know what his plan is for the short term. It looks like he's a little bit behind on workers because he's going for this tech, but he should be trying to catch up. You can see him getting a few more workers there, so he's not going to be too far behind. He's actually sending some queens out. Are these going to be part of his attack? No, they're just hitting the Overlord. Oh man, I assume it wasn't like this when they actually played the game. I have to assume this, but I don't know. Maybe it was. Maybe they were both yellow, and oh my god, how the hell are we supposed to cast this game, man? How the hell is this even supposed to work? Alright, so GosWser's getting the Roach Warren down. He's getting the Evo Chamber down. So it looks like he's going to be pushing out the roast tech. I'm hungry, I haven't had dinner yet. The Roach tech, and yes, it looks like YugiOh is going to continue to push out with the Lings, and he's going to try and attack here. The Lings aren't going to do too much, but he might take out a Queen or so, and he's obviously thinking about getting some Banelings as well. So Banelings versus Queens, man. The Queens are bulky, but that doesn't mean they're invulnerable. Look at these guys, man. He really wants to wall in here. He's left a little gap there, which the Lings can get through, but yeah, I don't know, man. YugiOh, look at all that gas, man. He's got to be thinking about banelings right now. He's got to be thinking about banelings. He is down the bottom, and he is thinking about banelings. Why is he building a baneling nest? I thought he had one already. Are my eyes deceiving me? Was it GosWser who built the baneling nest already? My God, the insanity has started already, ladies and gentlemen. I could have sworn he was building one before. Please tell me he cancelled it, or it got destroyed or something like that, because if he is building this for the first time, then I have lost all sense of what's going on in this game. What is he doing? The baneling nest coming down. He must have cancelled it before. He must have. And what's this? A spire. So that's pretty freaking awesome. Mutiling on the way from YugiOh down the bottom right side of the map. And yeah, that's pretty awesome. Queen attacking the Overseer. That's not the enemy Overseer. That's your Overseer. Why are you attacking it? Okay, that was not a good joke. It's only going to serve to probably confuse you guys more, which is not my intention in this game. Look at this, man. A double plug by the Queens there. Double plug in this gap, and the Roach is just like, he cannot get through that plug. But meanwhile, YugiOh getting his third base. Very nice. So that link pressure did do something good after all. This Overseer is going to get shot a little bit there, so that's pretty cool. So they're both scouting out with each other's Overseers. I could have sworn they were anyway. Where's the... I'm not even going to try and find the Overseer that YugiOh had, because... Actually, here we go. YugiOh's down the bottom. He's got two Overseers, man. One of them there, and the other one's over there. So that's pretty cool. And look at this. He sees whatever the hell this is, and this is going to be an infestation pit, man. So high tech on the way from everybody, and 8 Mutalisks coming out. So we'll see how well GosWser deals with this. He does have an Evo chamber, definitely. So it's only going to take him... There we go. He's putting the spore crawlers up already. So the Overseer flying around in the back of YugiOh's base did see the spire, and he is going to be well prepared for this. And meanwhile, YugiOh going for a Roach Warren, and he's going for his own infestation pit. So what these guys are actually planning to do, I don't know. But so far, the Mutas have made an appearance on the map. They are going to do something. Is this your Overlord? Is this the other guy's Overlord? I really don't know. And yeah, it's just a sea of yellow. Here we go. There's the enemy Overlords. But these Mutas are going to have to run in a sec, because it's not only the Roaches coming out, but the Queens are coming out as well. I think the Queens are just trying to scare off those Mutas, because obviously Roaches can't. And yeah, there we go. But this, with that many Queens out, oh, look at all the spores, man. He cannot go in there. There may be a little bit up the top right he can kind of hit, but not really. So yeah, gonna have a go. If he can feed off the Queens from each other, if he can split them off and take them out, it should be fine. But look at this. What is this? Quinn is not Quinn. Quinn is whatever. I do not know how to say that, but there is a frickload of Queens right there. And it looks like the Roaches are pushed in here as well, man. They are doing all sorts of damage. And GosWser has a lot of Roaches, and Lings are not going to help. He needs to send the Mutas down. But how many of these Roaches will he kill before the Queens arrive to save them? And the answer is not a lot. These Roaches will just pull back, wait for the Queen support, and yeah, man, YugiOh in a little bit of trouble here. Or is it GosWser who's in a little bit of trouble? It is YugiOh who's in a little bit of trouble right here. GosWser up the top left side of the map is trying to push in. He's doing a very good job pushing in. Queen Roach, man. I never thought I would see Queen Roach, but my God, we are seeing it right now. And YugiOh is just completely stunned. He's like, what the hell do I do here? This wasn't in the manual. It wasn't in the rule book. Nobody told me that Queen Roach was an option. But here we go. The Roaches choosing to move in. They see 4 spine crawlers, and they do not like that. And they see a few swarm hosts as well. That's going to be pretty awesome. The Lings taking advantage of the fact that the Queens do not have Roach support. They're going to be hitting the Queens all over the place, but transfusions going down. They're so good, those transfusions, keeping all of his Queens alive. Great job there from GosWser, and the Mutas took quite a beating there, so they're going to just piss off back home. And meanwhile, Hydra's coming out for GosWser, and YugiOh continuing to build Swarm Host, but he's got to get this third base up again. It did get taken out, and yeah, GosWser not having put down his third base quite yet. But there it goes. It is going to go down. And this poor Overlord, man, it is just getting hit in the ass all over the place. And it's just a case of mistaken identity at this point, because I really don't know. I really can't say what is going on in this game anymore. We do have the Overlord dying, but look at this, man. GosWser quite a bit ahead. He's not ahead on the workers, but he's ahead on the units. That's probably because he's building a lot more of these low-level units. I mean, Hydras and maybe Infestors, he's starting to get massive amounts now, but a lot of this is Roaches, whereas YugiOh has been taken into a lot of Swarm Hosts, although he does have a fair amount of Lings and, of course, getting a lot of Mutas, so I don't know. It's not completely the unit composition which is causing this. I think YugiOh has just not had some favourable encounters. He has been losing more than he's been taken out, and it's not been good for him. The Locusts coming out, and they are going to be pretty good against this army if they can do some good damage. They are shooting from quite a ways away, but yeah, these Roaches, man, they are not going to be wanting to get anywhere near the Locust. And the Queens, of course, the Queens are not going to be able to run away from the Roaches as fast as they would like. I think the Locusts are definitely faster than the Queens, so these Queens have got to be prepared, but they do have a large amount of Roaches. However, they will start to get taken out slowly but surely. He doesn't have a critical number of Locusts at the moment though, but he is going to be getting a lot of free kills here with these Locusts. And GosWser right now mainly just trying to get away. Nice Muta attack here, taking out the third base. Really great job. And GosWser is mainly just trying to avoid the Locusts right now. He's not really doing a ton of stuff, but YugiOh has pulled back right now. He's trying to send the Locusts out. Fungals on the Locusts, really great job there. A single Fungal is going to wipe that health out so fast. And this very, very powerful army is going to be pushing in here. These guys are trying to move back as far as they can, but there's just not producing enough Locusts to really make a difference at this point. The army for GosWser is just too big, and a Fungal on the Banelings, man. How good is that? Beautiful, beautiful micro from GosWser there, just doing an amazing job here. And he's going to get flanked here from both sides by the Locusts, but I don't know, man. I don't know if it's going to be enough. He's just reinforcing more units in, and the Roaches are so heavy. Yeah, look at this. Fungal's going down on the Swarm Host. There are Swarm Hosts everywhere, but the Infestors from GosWser are going to be countering a lot of those Locusts, I think. I think that's what he's trying to do with these infested Terrans. And yeah, meanwhile, this force gets taken out. And yeah, YugiOh in all sorts of trouble here. I do not know how he's going to survive this. In fact, I think he probably won't survive this. And yeah, here we go. The Swarm Hosts are going to be taken out right here. YugiOh, I don't think he has anything, but I can't tell because everything is yellow. I mean, what the hell? Let's have a look at the units. YugiOh has 16. Where the hell are all these Swarm Hosts, man? I only see like 6 of them here. There's a few more down there. Is he moving up? I do not know where the rest of those guys are. He's got some down the bottom here, but yeah, I mean, where are the? I think GosWser has run out of Overseers. Where is his Overseers? He needs to get an Overseer in there ASAP. I don't think he can see the Swarm Host anymore, and this is going to be bad because YugiOh can kill these guys, and he will not lose the Swarm Host. So yeah, definitely. We need Overseers, and there's 3 of them coming up. GosWser finally realizes what's going on. Better late than never. And yes, he's going to have to start taking these guys out, but he will lose a fair amount of units. However, I think it's just too late. YugiOh lost his natural expansion. He's going to lose his 3rd here. And this base went down as well. So yeah, with no bases left, I mean, all of the Swarm Hosts in the world are not going to save him. They're going to push him off for now. I mean, GosWser's lost a massive amount of units from that bit of that blunder, not having the Overseer where he needed it. I can't imagine how YugiOh managed to take out that Overseer, but you did manage to take it down. And what the hell is going on here? This base was being attacked. Maybe some errant mutas flying around. I really can't say, but yeah, here we go. But bunch of chainlings coming out and bunch of Overseers, and all he has to do now is just move in and go nuts. And yeah, YugiOh's got a ton of Swarm Hosts. What did I just press before? Yeah, that's right. So he's got a 14 still. That's pretty good, but he is so crippled, it's not even funny, man. So GosWser, he's just got to max out again, move in, and just go absolutely nuts and just take YugiOh out. And that is exactly what he's going to do. Look at these guys just running straight in. And yeah, just doing an awesome job there. And I don't know if he wants to move in before he's maxed out, because these Locusts are going to hit him quite hard. So he definitely wants to dance around, get a lot more units, find a flank. I would say in this case, you want to split your army in 3 or even 4. Move them in from 4 different directions at once. And even if one group hits the locust, the other 3 will get in unscathed. They all meet right here. They go in, they take out all these forces. And he's doing something like that. He's shifting in from the side here. But the problem is with this side is there's creeps. So it's very easy for YugiOh to switch his locust around. We can see another fungal going down. That's going to help because of course the fungal just keeps the locust from getting quite into the range. There we go, move straight past with the overseas. He's going to be hitting them, but a bunch more locusts coming out, so he's going to need some nice micro to target these guys rather than the locusts, and he is doing it. A ton of swarm hosts dying there, and YugiOh is going to give the GG there. And my god, he actually turned a different, this is the disconnected color, I think they left the game color. But wow, that is just crazy, man. The beautiful play there by GosWser, man. I mean, here the infestors, using them on the locusts, really nice. I really like that. And just a massive amount of economy. The Roach Hydra, man, and pulling away when the locust came at him. He didn't try and fight, he just ran. He was smart enough to know that he was not going to come out of that battle ahead. He pushed in when he needed to get something done. When he needed to take an expansion out, when he thought he saw a chance to take out some swarm hosts, that was when he pushed in and led himself over to the locust attacks. Other than that, he stayed the hell away from them, and that is exactly what you need to do with locusts. You do not, if you got a massive army in, and you see locusts coming at you, and it's in the middle of nowhere, where there's nothing, where you're just moving your army, run. I mean, don't attack them, run. I mean, you could defeat them, but you're going to lose units. And the locusts are going to die anyway, so just run. And try and find a different way out. Try and get in without meeting the locust swarm. And, I mean, you could talk about overlord drops. You can talk about Nidus canals. You can talk about splitting your army up and moving it in 3 different directions. There's all sorts of options for getting around the locusts. And you just got to think outside the box. And that is what GosWser did here. He moved around to this other path instead. And, yeah, YugiOh did get one swarm out, one wave out, but you saw GosWser hit him for a couple of seconds, and he just said, screw it, I'll just move past him. Just completely left him alone, walked past him, got into the swarm host and started attacking him. He knew he had a big enough army to get it done, and he did. He lost quite a fair amount to the locust, but in the end, the swarm host went down, and he got the GG. So congratulations to GosWser, and we are going to be moving on to game number 2. So yeah, stay tuned for that. This has been Hairy Muppet. I hope you enjoyed this quarterfinal series. Well, this first game of it anyway. I'll catch you guys later.